Congresswoman Liz Cheney is out of her House leadership position. That vote happening behind closed doors this morning a short time ago. Q13's Brandi Kruse has been following this. So this was a voice vote, meaning that House Republicans didn't have to go on record here.
Yeah, and that can be convenient for them, perhaps an easier vote to take. And, you know, we are, for instance, monitoring two Republican members of Congress from our state, Dan Newhouse, Kathy McMorris-Rodgers, because we don't know how they were going to vote going into today. And since it's a voice vote, there's not an individual record of how everyone voted. And so we've reached out to their offices to try to get an answer on what they said behind closed doors today. So as soon as we hear back, we will pass that along to you. Meanwhile, Congresswoman Cheney, the Republican from Wyoming, who was the third-ranking Republican in the House, spoke to news cameras shortly after the vote came down.
I am absolutely committed, as I said last night, as I said just now to my colleagues, that we must go forward based on truth. We cannot both embrace the big lie and embrace the Constitution. And going forward, the nation needs it. The nation needs a strong Republican Party. The nation needs a party that is based upon fundamental principles of conservatism.
Meanwhile, she talked there about moving forward, looking forward, and some of the Republicans who supported her ouster also say this is about looking forward and the future of the party. They say that Congresswoman Cheney spent too much time looking backward, talking about the former president, talking about the 2020 election. But Dan Bishop, the congressman from North Carolina, he was asked by a reporter this morning, well, so are you going to forget about the allegations, the unfounded allegations of voter fraud? Are you going to dwell on the former president, or are you ready to move forward?
The election irregularities are an issue, and many Republicans are interested in it. Many Republican voters are interested in it. We should get to the bottom of it. But it's not the only issue. And I can say this, the notion that 5% of the Republican Party is going to eviscerate the influence of President Trump in the party never was plausible. And it was never good. It's not good for the Republican Party. It's not good for the country.
So let's talk quickly about what happens from here as far as who will take over the conference chair position. One of the names that has been thrown out there is Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, who's been a supporter of the president from New York, the Republican from New York. You know, she was not, as Cheney was ousted, voted in. That is going to be a separate process that is going to play out in the coming days, possibly the coming weeks. And so stay tuned for that one. And again, we are waiting, Bill, to hear from the Republican members of Congress from our state as to how they voted, because we know the implications here for the 2022 midterms. You have these pro and sort of anti-Trump factions of the party now. Yeah. And you know, all of this and the vote on Cheney and where they stand, it's all going to factor into that election.
I think pretty safe to say that the GOP is definitely still the party of Trump.
Well, you know, I think that you heard it there from Congressman Bishop that he believes only 5% of the GOP doesn't support the former president. I'm not sure where he got that number from, but one thing I can say for sure is it is a fractured party, and we saw that play out this morning.
All right, Brandi, thanks.